Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, September 27th, 2023. MLB, WNBA playoffs, soccer, Masked Singer and Survivor, news and notes, and best bet. All right, we'll start with baseball. A lot to get to with baseball, a ton of big results, and we look ahead to today's slate, which is pretty good. If you ask me, doubleheader game 1, Rockies over the Dodgers 4-1, Reds over the Guardians 11-7, O's over the Nats 1-0, Tigers over the Royals 6-3, so best bet was a winner. Phillies over the Pirates 3-2-10 on a walk-off single by center fielder Johan Rojas. Yanks over the Blue Jays 2-0. Rays over the Red Sox 9-7. Braves over the Cubs 7-6 as the Cubs blow a 6-0 lead. D-backs beat the White Sox 15-4. Twins beat the A's 11-3. Cards over the Brewers 4-1. But because the Brewers lost to St. Louis and the Cub game didn't end yet, the Braves win. The Brewers end up winning the division. Dodgers over the Rockies 11-2 in game 2. Angels over the Rangers 9-3. Bad loss for Texas. Padres over the Giants 4-0. And the Mariners over the Astros 6-2, which helps the Rangers in the AL West race. So I think the Rangers clinched the ALS today with the win, and the O's clinched the AL East with the win and a Rays loss. So the magic number went down to 1 because the Astros beat the Mariners beat the Astros. So, that's that. And I'm talking about for the division. Texas is yet to clinch a playoff spot. I think they would have last night had they won. All right, so we'll get into the clinching stuff after the segment. So 2 o'clock this afternoon, you have the D-backs up the White Sox, Brandon Efbat and Luis Patino. D-backs on their way, hopefully, to a playoff spot for their case. So they need the game. If they don't make the playoffs, that Yankees series, they're going to look at it and be like, we should have won that series. And then the Yankees came back in the one game against them. And then Judge 3 homers, you can't do anything about it. It's Aaron Judge. The D-backs are minus 174. The White Sox are plus 146. Over under 9.5. Overs minus 102. And there's minus 120. D-backs minus 1.5 is minus 108. White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 111. I'm going to lay the run line with the Diamondbacks only because the White Sox stink. 4 o'clock doubleheader game 1. Marlins Mets. Braxton Garrett and Joey Lucchesi. Line's not posted yet, but if the Marlins are favored, I'm taking the Mets. 6 o'clock, Reds Guardians. Reds going for a playoff spot. Andrew Abbott and Shane Bieber, they're 1.5 back. Guardians minus 126. Reds plus 106. Over under 7.5. Overs minus 120. Unders minus 102. Reds plus 1.5 is minus 200. Guardians minus 1.5 is plus 164. I'm going to take the Reds straight up at plus 106 because they need the game. Rays Red Sox from Fenway. Tyler Glasnow and Brian Balo. Rays need the game if they want to keep their hopes in the AL East alive. They're minus 126. The Red Sox are plus 108. Over under 8. Overs minus 105. Unders minus 115. Rays minus 1.5 is plus 136. Red Sox plus 1.5 is minus 164. I'm going to take the over, but I don't feel good about it. 6:30 Nats O. So those 2 games are kind of going simultaneously. So that's pretty cool. Patrick Corbin and Grayson Rodriguez. This is the last time you'll see Grayson in the regular season. They're minus 255. The Nats are plus 210. Over under 8. Overs minus 104. Unders minus 118. Nats plus 1.5 is minus 102. O's minus 1.5 is minus 118. I'm going O's run line. If they win and the Rays lose, they are AL East champs. 6:40 Royals Tigers. Jonathan Bolin and Tariq Skubal. Bolin making his debut. The Tigers minus 215. The Royals are plus 180. Over under 7.5. Minus 110 each way. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 126. Tigers minus 1.5 is plus 105. I'm going with the over in that game again. Pirates Phillies. Johan Oviedo, Rangers Suarez. Phillies clinched a playoff berth last night with the win. They're minus 124. The Pirates are plus 106 over under 8, minus 10 each way. Pirates minus 1.5 is plus 162. Phillies plus 1.5 is minus 196. So the Phillies didn't remember, guys, when they started, did they start 0-6 or 0-5 on the season? How often do teams start 0-5, 0-6 and rally and make the playoffs? I mean, the Phillies are going to be one of the exceptions because they were in the World Series last year and they have a ton of talent, but it doesn't happen very often. I'm going to go with the under, only because I think Ranger Suarez is pitching well right now. 7 o'clock, you have the Yanks at the Blue Jays. Garrett Cole for the last time this season against Jose Barrios. Jays are minus 120, Yanks plus 102, over under 7, overs minus 115, overs minus 105. Yanks plus 1.5 is minus 30, Jays minus 1.5 is plus 188. I like the under, although Yankees money line is tempting, but I don't like going against a team that is that needs games to win to make the playoffs. But not going to lie, the Yanks have actually been playing good spoiler with beating the Blue Jays a few times now, once at home and then once last night, and then the Diamondbacks twice. Marlins Mets doubleheader game 2. TBD Cody Senga. We don't have a lineup for that one yet. But if the Mets are favored here, I would take Miami. 7:20 Cubs Braves. Jamison Tyon and Darius Vines. Braves minus 156, Cubs plus 132, over under 10, minus 110 each way. Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 144, Braves minus 1.5 is plus 120. I like the over. Ace Twins at 7:30. Joey Estes and Pablo Lopez. Twins minus 290, A's plus 235, over under 8, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. A's plus 1.5 is plus 102, Twins minus 1.5 is minus 122. I like the over, but I don't feel strong about it. Cards Brewers. Zach Thompson and Wade Miley. Brewers minus 142, Cards plus 120, over under 8, minus 110 each way. Cards plus 1.5 is minus 184, Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 152. I love betting against teams that clinched the previous night. I probably should have gone with Pittsburgh for my picking that one, but I like the under better, and I like how Ranger Suarez is pitching, but I am taking the Cardinals here, plus 120. The Brewers are going to be hungover, so, and I mean hungover from the celebration. We see teams have that hangover game, as I like to call it, and it's a letdown, so give me the Cards at plus 120. 8:30 Dodgers Rockies. Emmett Sheehan and Noah Davis. Dodgers minus 15, Rockies plus 180, over under 12.5, overs minus 106, unders minus 114. Dodgers minus 1.5 is minus 150, Rockies plus 1.5 is plus 125. I hate to do this, especially two guys that are no good. I like the under. I just don't trust the Rockies offensively. 9:30 Rangers Angels. Rangers need to bounce back. Dane Dunning, Griffin Canning. Rangers minus 164, Angels plus 138, over under 8.5, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Rangers minus 1.5 is minus 102, Angels plus 1.5 is minus 118. I'm going Rangers run line again for a bounce back spot. The biggest game of the night, Astros Mariners. Framber Valdez and Bryce Miller. Astros only a half game ahead of Seattle. They're minus 120 favorites. The Mariners are plus 102, over under 7.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Astros minus 1.5 is plus 136. Mariners plus 1.5 is minus 164. I'm going to lay the Astro run line in the bounce back spot, minus 1.5 at plus 136. And last but not least, 9:45 Padres Giants. Matt Waldron and Sean Manaea. Have the Padres finally been eliminated? No. What the heck? How are the Yankees eliminated over 500 and San Diego is... San Francisco's eliminated, but not San Diego. Okay, makes sense of that. So Sean Manaea, Matt Waldron, the Giants are minus 110, the Padres minus 106, over under 8.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Padres minus 1.5 is plus 152, Giants plus 1.5 is minus 184. Padres favored on the money line, Giants favored on... Giants favored on money line, Padres favored on the run line. Give me the Giants at minus 110 to possibly eliminate the Padres. quickly want to look at MLB clinching scenarios for today. I'm going to see if X has them up. With the last few days of the season. All right, so the Braves clinched the 1 seed with the win or a Dodger loss. So I'm trying to find today's scenarios. So I don't see anything for today, but I assume yeah, but this is wrong. This website I have, because it says San Diego's eliminated, but San Francisco's alive. It's the other way around, amazingly enough. So, I would assume that the Rangers, their magic numbers at 1, because the Mariners lost to Seattle last night. So they need a win or an Astro loss to clinch the division. And then the Orioles need a win and the Rays loss to clinch tonight. So, we'll see. And those two are big for the Madison Miller podcast, obviously, because the Orioles win the AL East at 17-1 was one of the first futures I gave out for the portfolio, and the Texas to make the playoffs, I gave that one out in the MLB season preview show from March. So those would be 2 nice hits. Okay, now we'll move on to the WNBA playoff. We have 2 results to go over. The Liberty bounced back and defeat the Sun 84-77 to even up the series at 1 apiece. Sabrina Ionescu, 21 points, 5 assists. Tiffany Hayes had 30 for Connecticut. And the Sun were winning this game, and then the Liberty turned it around in the second half. As the Sun had a 4-point lead at halftime, Leonard Liberty were the better team in the second half and won the game. So the pressure was on the Liberty, and it's still on the Liberty. The Sun, not that they're playing for house money or anything like that, but it's just that the Liberty, you built this super team, and you must win. Like, you're in New York, and you got to be treated seriously in this town if you win the series. And then the Aces defeat the Wings 91-84 to take a 2-0 series lead. The Aces are undefeated in the postseason. Aja Wilson had 30 points and 11 boards. And Enrique Angambali had 24 for Dallas. And Dallas hung in that game. Dallas actually was the better team in the fourth quarter, but did it really matter? No. So the game 3s will be on Friday in the away arenas. So we will the away arenas for Vegas and in New York. The games will be in Connecticut and Dallas. So we'll preview and pick those games, and then the game 4s possibly. We'll have a game 4 in one series. We know that on the Friday podcast. Okay, now move on to soccer. We have a lot of soccer to do. We have games to go over, and we'll look ahead to everything going on today. All right, La Liga. Sevilla over Almeria 5-1, and Mallorca Barcelona 2-2 draw. So good on Mallorca getting the draw. Big slate for La Liga today. 1 o'clock, you have Athletic and Getafe. One team is clearly better than the other. Just want to pull up the games. Athletics minus 170, Getafe is 550, the draw is 250. I'm going to go with over 2.5 goals at plus 154. It's good value. Real Madrid and Las Palmas. Real Madrid's favored, minus 650. Palmas is 13-1. The draw is 6-1. I'm going over 3.5 goals at plus 120. Villarreal and Girona. Girona's got to be favored, right? Wait, that's not right. That is not right. Holy shit. Villarreal's plus 115, Girona's 210, draws 260. Girona's in second in the league, and Villarreal's all the way in 13th with a negative point differential. How's that? It makes sense to that. Give me Girona at plus 210. Wow. 3:30, Cadiz and Rayo. So these two teams are evenly matched. Cadiz plus 160, Rayo plus 190, draws 2-1. I'm taking the draw at 2-1. And last but not least for today, 3:30, Valencia and Real Sociedad. These two teams are pretty matched too. Valencia plus 165, Real Sociedad plus 185, draws plus 195. I'm taking the draw here at plus 195. Okay. Serie A from so we have a lot of Serie A today too. Juventus over Lecce 1-0. And then today, 12:30, you have Cagliari and Milan. Oh boy. That's a little bit of a mismatch. Milan's minus 145, Cagliari's plus 380, draw plus 250. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at plus 110. Empoli and Salernitana. Two really bad teams. Empoli plus 135, Salernitana plus 220, draw plus 210, and go with the draw plus 210. Verona, Atalanta. Atalanta's minus 120, Verona's plus 320, the draw's plus 250. This one we're going to do over 2.5 goals at minus 106. 245. Inter Milan and Sassuolo. Inter's minus 470, Sassuolo's 850, draws 550. I'm going to go under 3.5 goals at minus 112. Lazio and Torino. Lazio plus 110, Torino's 250, draws 220. I'm going to go with Torino at plus 110. And then Napoli and Udinese. Napoli is probably favored. Yes, minus 300. Udinese 7-1. The draw is plus 370. This one we're going to go under 2.5 goals at plus 114. League one from yesterday, Reims over Lille 2-1. Liga MX Mazatlan over Guadalajara 3-1. I didn't realize how much Serie A and La Liga we had today. So I'm going to quickly check USL for tonight. We have 2 games, 7 o'clock Hartford. And Tampa. Tampa's minus 150, Hartford plus 330, draw is 3-1. For this one, we're going to do over 3.5 goals plus 140, and 7:30 Detroit, Colorado. Detroit plus 175, Colorado plus 130, draw 230. I'm going with Detroit at home at plus 175 as a slight home underdog. We had Eredivisie today as well. Feyenoord over Ajax 4-0 in the game that was suspended, that was completed. And then Ajax was supposed to be FC Volendam today. That game got postponed. So 12:45 gets PSV and the go-ahead Eagles. PSV's minus 850. The go-ahead Eagles are 14-1. The draw 650. All right, we're going to go under 3.5 goals at minus 108. 2 o'clock FC 20 and Vitesse. FC 20 is minus 370. Vitesse 7-1. The draw's 430. I'm going to go with over 3.5 goals at plus 130. All right, we have a lot today. Holy crap. We did La Liga. We did Serie A. DFB Pokal today, 2:45. You have Wehen, Wiesbaden, and RP Leipzig. I'm sure that game is on the docket to bet. I'm just going to pull it up, guys. There it is. Leipzig's minus 600. Wehen is 11-1. The draw is 6-1. For this one, I'm going to go under 3.5 goals at minus 116. It's the last of the first round games of the DFB Pokal. Wow. Carabao Cup third round today, loaded. So 2:45 you have Fulham and Norwich City. Fulham minus 220, Norwich 550, draws 310. For this one, we're gonna do under 2.5 goals plus 104. Lincoln City, West Ham. West Ham minus 340, Lincoln 8-1. The draw is 370. Under 2.5 goals at plus 108. Liverpool, Leicester. Ooh. Liverpool's minus 320, Leicester 650. The draw is 380. We're going to do over 3.5 goals plus 112. Chelsea, Brighton is a big one. Chelsea plus 120, Brighton 175, draw plus 260. Let's go Chelsea at home plus 120. Bournemouth, Stoke. Bournemouth minus 185, Stokes 410. The draw is 3-1. I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals at minus 104. Blackburn and Cardiff. Blackburn minus 110, Cardiff plus 240, draw plus 260. Cardiff's playing well. I'm taking them plus 240 to knock off Blackburn for the upset. Aston Villa and Everton. Villa's minus 145, Everton's 320. The draw is 280. I'm going to go with under 2.5 goals at minus 106. Brentford, Arsenal. Brentford plus 210, Arsenal plus 105, draw plus 250. Going with Arsenal plus 105. And last but not least, 3 o'clock, Newcastle, Man City. Oh, that's a big one. Newcastle plus 165, Man City plus 135, draw plus 240. Going with Man City at plus 135. We have the Campeones Cup tonight at 11 o'clock. You have LAFC and Tigres. So that is pretty cool. I don't have the odds for that pulled up, but I'm going to take, I know the game's in Los Angeles at BMO, and they played in the Champions League. So in the Campanas Cup, I'm going to take Tigres. I think they're going to be a dog in this game, so I'm going to take them. A couple of MLS makeup games tonight from the Leagues Cup. 7:30, Philadelphia is hosting Dallas. Philly's kind of like in a long spot right now. They're favored -140. Dallas is 350. The draws +270. This one, we're going to do under 2.5 goals at even money. I could see that being a 1-1 draw or 2-0 win either way. More likely to Union. And in Colorado, Vancouver. Colorado +185, Vancouver +120, draws 260. We go Vancouver +120. And last but not least, the U.S. Open Cup tonight, 8:30, Miami, Houston. Should be a great game. Miami's -105, Houston +240, the draw's +250. The game's in Miami. That crowd's going to be raucous. I think Messi plays. So I'm going to take Miami in regulation -105 to win the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. All right, The Masked Singer returns tonight after a one-time show, the first NFL Sunday of the year. So I made my list of celebrities I think could be on the show this season before I watched the first episode. So, in the first episode, we had a contestant named Anonymous. She performed What About Love by heart and was outstanding. So, the first clue is that she gave out after she performed that she was on one special list, the Times 100. The second clue that there was concrete, and then there was some hint about being an actress. There's a painting of Nick Jonas. She got a lucky break. She struggled with demons. The state of Texas. There was a car. There was a dinosaur. She hit rock bottom. Princess crown in there. So my first impression guess of Anonymous was Lady Gaga based on her vocals. And that was during a commercial I saw during NFL Sunday. And I was like, holy crap, she sounds like Lady Gaga. But then I thought about it again. And Kelly Clarkson came to mind. And then more the hints, the dinosaur, because this person got her start in Barney. This was someone that hit rock bottom in her life. She's from Texas. I think she dated Nick Jonas. She's an actress. Demi Lovato. The names Jenny suggested: Miley Cyrus, Alicia Keys, Jennifer Hudson. Nicole suggested Christina Aguilera, Ariana Grande, and then Pink and Demi Lovato. Ken thought Lady Gaga. Robin said Kelly Clarkson and then Demi Lovato. So that's ironic that Ken and Robin each said two people who I thought it could have been. And then the final guess is mine was Demi Lovato. Ken said Lady Gaga, and Robin, Nicole, and Jenny all said Demi Lovato is indeed the one and only Demi Lovato. All right, and then they did the best performances in show history. We talked about that already. They talked about Crazy Unmasking. So this is the 10th season. So that's why they're kind of pumping it up a little bit. But contestants we'll see throughout the show. There's a diver. And the first clue is a cardinal. Maybe it's someone from St. Louis. Gazelle, first clue. Mickey Rourke connection. Who knows Mickey Rourke? Well, Royal Hen, known around the world. There is a newspaper. Husky, 10 million. Is that an athlete? Or is that how many albums they sold? So it's going to be an interesting season. And we'll recap the episode on the podcast tomorrow morning. Okay, now Survivor. The season premieres tonight, 8 o'clock on CBS and Paramount. So, looking forward to that for sure. So they filmed, doesn't say when they filmed. So, it's going to be interesting. And the biggest name in this cast is Bruce Peralt, who is in last season's season premiere, but he was medically evacuated on the first episode after sustaining an injury. So it's great to see him back on the show. He'll be on the Balo tribe. And he's 47 years old, so he's one of the older cast members. So Austin LeCune of Chicago, Illinois on the Reba tribe. Brandon. So there's Brandon, two Brandons, and one goes by Brando. From Seattle on the Balo tribe with Bruce. Brandon Donlin of Sicklerville, New Jersey on the Lulu tribe. D. Valadares of Miami in the Reba tribe. Drew Basile from Philly in the Reba tribe. Emily Flippin from Laurel, Maryland in the Lulu tribe. Hannah Rose from Baltimore in the Lulu tribe. Janani Krishnan Jha goes by Jay Maya of Los Angeles from the Reba tribe. Jake O'Kane from Boston from the Balo tribe. Julie Alley, she's one of the older contestants on the show from Brentwood, Tennessee in the Reba tribe. Caleb Gebrewald of Vancouver in the Lulu tribe. Katura Tops of Brooklyn, Balo tribe. Kelly Nalbandian of New York City in the Balo tribe. Kendra McQuarrie from Steamboat Springs, Colorado in the Balo tribe. Sabaya Broderick of Jacksonville, North Carolina, not Jacksonville, Florida, in the Lulu tribe. Sean Edwards of Provo, Utah in the Lulu tribe. Nicholas Alsup goes by Sifu, from O'Fallon, Illinois in the Reba tribe. So that is your cast. And don't forget, 90-minute episodes this season. And we always like to do on the episodes after the show of the podcast, predict all of our superlatives. So looking forward to that. All right, now we move on to the news and notes for today. We have a lot to talk about. We talked about yesterday about the Damian Lillard Raptors thing. Sportsnet is reporting that the Raptors are not the Dame frontrunners. Growing to consensus around the league is that Lillard ends up with the Heat, like we all thought. Miguel Cabrera got a standing ovation from the Tiger fans as the Tigers' final homestand begins. Sad news in baseball, Brooks Robinson passes away at the age of 86, 15-time All-Star with the Orioles. Very sad news. Thoughts and prayers to his family, the Orioles, and all his old teammates. So the Warriors are eyeing a WNBA team as they are close to approving the Warriors' ownership of expansion team playing at the Chase Center. So that's pretty cool. Breanna Stewart wins the WNBA MVP. The second one of her career, the first ever Liberty player to win the award. So that's awesome. Aja Wilson admits not winning MVP hurt like hell. You know, she's going to have a chip on her shoulder. But let's face it. The championship's more important than a most valuable player award. So the Jets finally pick up a quarterback, Trevor Siemian, pending physical. And it comes out that the Jets defense is unhappy with Robert Saleh as players are taking exception to Saleh's continuous public support of Zach Wilson. Oh my God. What a freaking disaster. And this is all because Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. None of this BS would be going on if Rodgers didn't get hurt. And talk about something ridiculous. Colin Kaepernick wrote a letter to join the Jets practice squad. As J. Cole posted it. That's just a disgrace that J. Cole did that. And all that does is create more drama to the mess that already is the New York Football Jets. Just disgusting. Colin Kaepernick is a bad NFL quarterback. He was a system quarterback, as we all know. He was only good for 2 years, and then everybody turned on him because we realized how much of an overrated quarterback he was. And then we don't have to get on into the off-field stuff. But that's a different story. But I just feel like he was an overrated quarterback. And he hasn't played in the NFL in 7 years. Oh my God, I don't want to see that guy in the league. Like, it's just a shit show if he went back to the NFL. I don't care what team he would be on. But he wouldn't help a team. He would only hurt a team. And I would take any other quarterback over Colin Kaepernick right now because he hasn't played in 7 years. And honestly, the one quarterback that hasn't played in a long time that I'd love to see return is Andrew Luck. Only because Andrew Luck was fucking awesome, as we all know. And it's a shame that he had to retire so soon. Shohei Ohtani linked the 5 teams. The Dodgers and the Mets are the favorites, but Ken Rosenthal had a couple of dark horses. I don't know who the dark horses are, but the Dodgers, to me, are the unequivocal favorites, and the Mets are right there, too. And I think the Cubs are a dark horse to watch, personally, because of the year they've had. Chandler Jones, his allegations were revealed as he says he was hospitalized against his will by the Las Vegas Fire Department. Wow. The Seattle Sounders dropped a new logo, which is pretty awesome. Jason Tatum trolled Kevin Hart as he hooked him up with his son's jerseys. That's pretty interesting and funny. Austin Reeves wondered about Wembanyama as he thought about possibly playing with Wemby in San Antonio before re-signing with the Lakers. That's pretty interesting. This is sad. Matt McLean had a setback as he's out for the rest of the regular season after re-aggravating the injury. I don't think the Reds are making the playoffs, so that's really sad. McLean had an impact for them. So Dion called somebody out as he was asked about Cormani McLean's playing time. Michael Penix is now the favorite to win the Heisman as he leapfrogs Caleb Williams. That's because he's putting up the most stats. How about win games against nationally ranked opponents first, Michael Penix? I love Michael Penix, but he's got to show me something. I mean, you could say the same thing about Caleb Williams, but Caleb Williams is more proven. The college football game that had the highest ratings was, of course, Colorado-Oregon, 10 million, and I can't believe that it did, because Colorado's about to turn into a laughingstock, as they're probably going to get blown out by USC. A close second was Ohio State Notre Dame, 9.98 million. I thought Ohio State Notre Dame was going to be the highest rated game because of Notre Dame's presence and Ohio State's presence too, but nope. Talk about something disgusting. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. New Mexico State quarterback Diego Pavia apparently pees on New Mexico's logo. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And he's probably going to get suspended for that. Alabama finally gets a big prospect land. Aiden Sherrill, big tackle prospect, 22 overall in the class of 24. So, good job by Nick Saban by getting a big recruit. Looks like it's funny because he's been losing out on these to like Kirby Smart and Steve Sarkisian. And then, so there's an awesome college basketball recruit photo. Cooper Flagg and UConn recruit Donovan Clingan. And they pose in their respective mom's college jerseys. That's pretty cool. Is UConn to play for Cooper Flagg? I'm not sure, but I think he's going to Duke. Cooper Flagg just feels like a Duke player to me. And I think John Shire would be very fired up if he got him. All right, last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. There's a lot that I actually like. So, the one, and by the way, best bet from yesterday was a winner. So, for today, there's a couple soccer that I liked and a couple of baseball that I liked. I don't want to go back to the Royals Tigers over. I really do want to bet on St. Louis, but I'm not making that best bet. You know what? I actually will go to soccer. And I'm going to the U.S. Open Cup final. And I'm going to take Miami on the money line at minus 105. A quarter unit on it. Inter Miami money line, minus 105. At home against the Houston Dynamo. For my best bet of the day. All right, so that's it for today's show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything, look at everything. Tomorrow we have Thursday Night Football, and we have some college to get to as well. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.